and welcome back, everybody. Here we are with another episode of H Unleashed podcast. I'm your host, Helena, and yeah, here we are with another episode. I guess I should quickly, I don't know what that was, but every time. No, I think I should quickly start off with that. I'm sorry if you can hear the birds in the background. I don't know why, but they always seem to be like really lively every time I want to record. And I obviously don't have a soundproof room, so we're both gonna have to deal with it. Secondly, I'm also sorry if my cat comes in because I left my door open because she's being very, very needy lately. So I'm just, I don't know, soaking up all the love and attention I'm getting while I can. Yeah. Oh, so for those of you who don't know, I've actually been sick for the last week. So I'm sorry if I come off not the greatest in this video. But yeah, no, after 2 years of dodging the Rona, I finally caught it. Yay. Yeah, I'm definitely a lot better now, so that is good. Not too long and I should be back at work. So I wasn't actually planning on recording and I wasn't actually planning on putting any episodes out this week, but I'm feeling a lot better, so yeah, I'm on my last day or two of ISO and I may as well just record an episode. Sorry if I keep looking down, my cat's already in here and she's just like sussing everything out. I can't remember what I said last episode, but I think from memory I said that I was going to be discussing my self-worth. After dealing with my father and birth giver, obviously being raised by those two. Yeah. Yeah, look, there's a lot to say with that. So if you've listened to previous episodes, you would know that I didn't know my father till I was 6 years old. And even once he was in my life, he wasn't really, let's just say, the best father figure. Yeah, he's been an alcoholic for as long as I can remember. You know, he's always been, you know, wanting to be the fun parent and not really take anything too seriously. Isn't very good with responsibility, I don't think, when it comes to like children anyway. He doesn't, yeah. And then because he wasn't very active in my life, even though he lived with me for a period of it, he never really set an example, let's just say. And then my birth giver, I mean, if you've seen the narcissistic episode, and pretty sure I've done another one about her since, I'm sure you can just see what my example was of. Yeah, but so when it came to my birth giver, she put me down about my appearance. I guess, you know, not just my appearance, but like how smart I was and like how I wouldn't really get far. And I guess like for me, I was more of the disappointment in the family because my sister at least, she put in hard work with school. Like, I'm not saying she just got it given to her. Like, she put in hard work and she was very committed to school and her grades, and her grades showed that. Like, she did amazing and went to uni, like, you know, in their eyes a golden child, whereas I was a high school dropout. I did a flawed school. I didn't care about it whatsoever. But I also think that was partly due to my home life. Like, I guess my focus was elsewhere, and sorry, my cat just went at me. Yeah, so obviously having my parents constantly put down by the one person that's probably meant to tell you, regardless of anything, that, you know, you're beautiful. I guess I didn't hold myself at a high value, and I think as well, not having a father that truly showed any love or care, that it really showed in the type of people I started dating and going for. Like, I was constantly going for bad boys, I was going for toxic, unavailable, you know, self-destructive people. Why not? And I'm sure that obviously has happened to a lot of other people, and I know it still would be happening. And I think until you have that self-love and worth for yourself personally, like just something that you've done for yourself and earned and have, I don't think the people you surround yourself with or interact with or date will represent that. I don't know if I really said that really well. So if you have low self-value and worth, and, you know, you'll attract those sort of people around you. And as soon as you change your mindset and perspective and worth and view and whatnot, you'll then attract those sort of people. So until you start seeing yourself at a high regard, you're not going to attract that or get that or have that or keep it. Maybe you might meet it, but you won't be able to keep it because you're not reflecting that back. And I think anyone that's at that level will want someone to reciprocate that sort of energy back to them, because that sort of shit takes work. And it's not a simple journey. And I think it does show that you're self-aware, and yeah, it's just crazy, like, how that shit, like, thinking back to my shitty state and place and mind, and when I had the worst self-love for myself, the sort of people that were around me were just terrible, and so many bad things happened to me. And it's because I allowed it. I didn't have any self-value for myself, or, you know, I didn't believe that I was worthy. But at the end of the day, regardless of my past, and regardless if that didn't happen to me, I am worthy. And every single one of us are. It's... I don't know. Like, I know I'm not the most stick-thin, fucking pristine, perfect little tight waist, fucking whatever, but I absolutely love myself. And nothing can beat that. I thought about mentioning something, but I probably won't. So hard, like, there's so many things I want to say, but it's like, I don't want it to come off wrong, so I probably need to think it before saying it, because that's a smart thing to do. Yeah. It's funny to... Oh, jeez Louise. Hello, miss. So my cat's joined us. It's funny too, like, the people that... Well, out of all my partners, the ones that my birth giver liked were some of the most toxic people. And you would think... sorry. You would think that in itself would be a red flag. Like... I think that just shows her taste in people weren't chef's kiss like she thought they were. I feel like my dad's always been pretty good at seeing through people's bullshit, but at the same time he's not someone that will speak up and say something. So, I mean, he needs to grow a pair, I think. And it's hard. Like, again, my dad's not that... Well, not... Oh my god. Well, neither of my parents are good at communication. Oh, ow, ow, wait, no. Sorry. Neither of them are good at communication, so I think that just, I was again going for those sorts of people. But you know what? That's something that you need to work on. If you're not good at communication, you need to put in that self-work and growth and, work on that side of you. And if you use that bullshit excuse of, this is the way I've always been and this is the way my family is and generations, blah, blah, fucking blah. It's not a vibe, bro. Not a vibe. And yeah, look, I think that's just one of the most toxic things you can say. Like, I've heard it from my own family, myself, like my own dad, has said it as well. And I challenge that thought to say, so you're not open to breaking, generational habits that are not positive. And he really had no answer for me. For someone that's been through a lot and has done a lot of self-work, he couldn't even answer something as simple as working on communication. It's not impossible. If it's something you want to do, you can fucking do it. I really just... People that make excuses, it's not a vibe. And I also think if you're constantly someone that's in the same predicament and constantly wondering, why is this happening to me? Maybe you should think about, what are you not changing? Are there similar habits that, again, you haven't thought of trying something different? What sort of people are around you? What's in your space? Heck, what the heck is in your space? Because I am massive on, what's around you. Again, is energy and things that just take up your aura. And yeah, I mean, if it's messy, if it's just getting cluttered, it just gets really, I don't know, really just puts you out, I think. It's funny because I've been reorganizing my entire house today and just simplifying everything because I'm in a reset energy. I need that feel good vibes. It's been a long week of shittiness, so need that reset energy. Yeah, that's really all I have for this episode. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If your parents are constantly putting you down and not being that good example for you, then obviously you're probably 9 times out of 10 going to go for shitty people. It's sad to say, but it's true. And I was going to say, I don't really feel like I had an example, but I mean, I somewhat did with my sister to an extent. But I think for the most part, I did that self-work and growth myself, and I had to live it and work through it. It's not impossible. If you need any resources, reach out to me. I'm glad to lend out a helping hand, and I just want the best for everybody. And yeah, again, if you're stuck in the same shitty situation, maybe try and take a look at it from a different angle. That's all I gotta say, girl. Or guy. Whatever. Yeah, but yeah, that's it for this one. Nice, short and sweet. Sorry if that was all over the place. I'm, again, crook, so... Oh, it probably was, but whatever. We'll live. I think my next episode... I'm not gonna tell you. It'll be a surprise. I do have notes down there, but again, I'm not making up my mind yet. I'll surprise you. But I hope you stay safe and keep well and stay away from the Rona because it is not a vibe. Until next time, I'll see you guys then. Alright, bye guys. Bye.